दिलीप कुमार उर्फ मोहम्मद यूसुफ खान भारतीय हिंदी सिनेमा के प्रसिद्ध अभिनेता, जिन्हें दादा साहब फाल्के पुरस्कार के अलावा पद्म भूषण, पद्म विभूषण और पाकिस्तान का सर्वोच्च नागरिक सम्मान निशान-ए-इम्तियाज से भी सम्मानित किया जा चुका है। आइए जानते हैं उनके जिंदगी के कुछ अनकहे किस्से विथ अनुपम खेर, live on Instagram.
And then at about after lunch we started that scene, and I was I think overdoing my acting, because I was there not to do a scene for a movie called Karma. I was there to impress Dilip Saab in the first go.
Right.
तो उन्होंने मैंने एक दो रिहर्सल्स की, तो कहते अच्छा ठीक है जरा 5 मिनट दो, तो बैठ गए, कहते अच्छा बताओ अपने बारे में मुझे बताओ। तो मैंने कहा जी मैं ऐसे नेशनल स्कूल ऑफ ड्रामा से हूँ, जी मैं गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट हूँ। आई वाज नॉट सेइंग इट दैट वे, बट ऐसे कहते तुम्हारी फिल्म की बड़ी तारीफ सुनी है सारांश की, तो कैसे किया था वो। सो आई स्टार्टेड टॉकिंग टू हिम इन माय माइंड। तो मुझे कहते हैं कि आराम नाल गल कर, डायलॉग का आराम नाल बोल, तेरी पावर जी है वो सौभाग्य ने डिसाइड कर ली है। तेरे अगेंस्ट है ने दिलीप कुमार, दूजा बंदा वो केड़ा है की नाम दा, अनिल कपूर, जैकी श्रॉफ और शाह बंदा नसीरुद्दीन शाह, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਦਾ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਹੈ तेरी पावर तू प्रूव नहीं करनी, तू बस आराम नाल गल्लां कर। जिन्नियां आराम नाल गल्लां करेगा, मतलब जैसे आज जितने आराम से आप बात करोगे उतना ही तेरा इम्पैक्ट होएगा। आराम नाल कर। So that was the biggest hint and coaching Dilip Kumar could impart. And then I discovered his performances always had aram naal. His performance always had an ease. What is so magical about Dilip sir? His ease, his relaxed way of performing, his not being in a hurry. Whether it is Shakti or whether it is Karma or whether it is his earlier films, Madhumati, he transformed the person that he was becoming and still be Dilip Kumar, the star and the larger than life persona, but there was an ease about it.
Wow.
In his initial films and even in his late films. And that is what he sort of gave me as a gift from one actor, a legend, to a newcomer. That
How beautiful.
why are you even saying that? तो जब वो मेरा थप्पड़ का सीन हुआ दूसरे दिन बाद, तो फिर उसके बंदे ने बोला अच्छा सा, and he was right, because Mr. Thai had put the whole paraphernalia so powerful, because he wanted his villain to be so powerful that I did not have to do much. In fact, that's why later on I got to know he cast me, because he wanted to cast somebody who was not necessarily a villain-looking, larger-than-life person. He wanted somebody who was playing an international terrorist, etc. वो बात अलग है कि अब टेररिस्ट नॉर्मल लगते हैं, बिल्कुल ही नॉर्मल। जब वो थप्पड़ वाला सीन आया,
and that was all written, sorry to interrupt you, but was that improvised? Because that dialogue is so iconic, thappad ki goonj.
All written,
all written. Wow.
He wrote it on the at least he gave me the feel, Subhaji gave me the feel that he has written it just now, but I'm sure he had in his mind somewhere that this is how I'm going to go.
Wow. What an iconic scene.
Oh, that's मेरे पास कोई ज्यादा डायलॉग है नहीं। जब मैं शोज में जाता हूँ कभी बाकी एक्टर्स के साथ या अलग भी जाता हूँ, तो मैं एक ही डायलॉग बोलता हूँ बार-बार के साथ वही, और वो मुझे आसानी से बोला जाता है, बिकॉज उसके अंदर पावर भी है। जैसे अमरीश जी बोलते हैं मोगैम्बो खुश हुआ बोलते थे, तो इट्स या गब्बर बोलते थे कि कितने आदमी थे अब गोली खा। तो मेरे पास how strangely, but even when Mr. Bachchan played he was anti-hero, na? We called him anti-hero because it was Mr. Bachchan. But he तो villain ना। अच्छा,
कौन सी
मैंने
फिल्म
क्या किया? दीवार में,
right, yeah.
भगवान के सारे या मेरे पास माँ है, एंटी-हीरो। तो मैंने फिर क्या सोचा कि मैं कर्मा को इस हिसाब से करता हूँ कि मैं फिल्म का हीरो और विलन जो है वो राणा विष्णु प्रताप सिंह है, दिलीप साहब। ये मैंने साइकी मैंने चलाई, बिकॉज अगर दिलीप साहब डॉक्टर डैन का रोल कर रहे होते और मैं जेलर का रोल कर रहा होता तो फिर दिलीप साहब हीरो होते और मैं विलन होता,
राइट,
है कि नहीं? बच्चों की अनुपम खेत कर रहा है, मैं तो हीरो हूँ। और मैं हीरो जो है वो आके जेलर को बोलता है कि भाई मुझे उबला हुआ खाना चाहिए, फूल चाहिए, टेलीविजन चाहिए, वो पकड़ के थप्पड़ मार देता है। फिर मैं उसके मारे बच्चों को, उसके खानदान को मारूंगा ना। तो दैट वाज माय वे ऑफ डीलिंग विद एक्टिंग विद दिलीप।
ओके,
दिलीप साहब आए और मैं वो बार बार सोच रहा हूँ थप्पड़ की गूंज सुनी तुमने, थप्पड़ की गूंज सुनी तुमने। अब मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि आज तो मैं इसके हाथ नहीं कर सकता, तो जो कह रहे थे लाले आराम नाल गल कर, आज तो मैं आराम नाल गल नहीं कर सकता। मैंने अच्छा थिएटर का एक्टर हूँ ना, ट्रेंड एक्टर हूँ, तो मैंने उनको गलती से बोल दिया सुबह चाय पीते समय कि निशा मुझे असली थप्पड़ मार दे।
अच्छा,
टू गेट दैट। तो मेरे को कहते हैं पठान दा हाथ हैगा एक्टिंग डायरेक्टिंग। तो मैंने कहा जी आज तो मैं आराम से गल नहीं कर सकता। नहीं, आज आराम नाल गल नहीं करा, इम्पोर्टेंट डायलॉग है। तो जब मैंने वो डायलॉग सीन कर लिया, अच्छा, I must give credit to Subhash ji that he put my shot first, my over shoulder shot. Means Dilip saab ka over shoulder and my front, because I remember I'm not an angry person, so you will not see me doing very angry scenes in movies, because it does not come from within me. I have to really work hard to show anger. That's one emotion I lack. I can show righteous anger. I can show hurt anger, but pure anger, I find it little difficult. तो मैंने जब पूरा डायलॉग बोल दिया, और आई थिंक उसके 2 टेक हुए थे, एक क्लोजअप में हुआ था, एक थोड़ा सा मिड शॉट में हुआ था। तो मुझे लगा मुझे चक्कर आ जाएंगे, बिकॉज मैंने अपनी सारी नसें वसें तन गई थी, और उनकी आंखों में आंखें डाल के बोलना था, एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा। और मैं सोचता रहा कि ये है, तो मुझे चक्कर आ रहे थे। तो उन्होंने फिर मुड़े तो मैं सुभाष जी को बोले, और मैं विद इन हियरिंग रीच था, उन्होंने कहा लाले बड़ा डेंजरस एक्टर है, ही विल गो फार। वाह, आप तो दिलीप साहब ने मेरे को एंडोर्स कर दिया, अब दुनिया की कोई ताकत मुझे नहीं रोक सकती।
क्या? वाह।
So he's larger than life, and yet he is a very giving actor. Only insecure actors talk about other actors trying to steal their scene.
Right.
A secure actor does not even worry about it. That's again another thing. I think this whole chat will be what I learned from Dilip Saab.
Wonderful.
Rather than, we know that I discussed with you that we will discuss about it's not possible. You can't talk about an institution and not talk about what I learned from Dilip Saab.
Absolutely. It's about Dilip Saab. So anything about him.
So the magnanimous actor is never insecure. He is never worried about कि इसकी क्या लाइन है, उसकी क्या लाइन है, मुझे क्या होना चाहिए, इसका क्या होना चाहिए. That's my experience. It is the insecure actors who are worried about कि यार मेरी लाइन से पहले आगे क्यों बोल दिया, या मेरे को फेसिंग नहीं थी, या मैं ये नॉनसेंस जो है, ये जो थके हुए जो एक्टर्स होते हैं, जो उतने श्योर नहीं होते हैं, उनकी करते हैं.
That's wonderful. You were saying something, sir.
नहीं, तो उनके साथ it was an education. I was very lucky that I did 4 films with him. I did Karma, I did Saudagar, I did I did 3 films with him. The third film was the South film. Okay. I don't right now remember the name of the film, but Govinda भी थे उसमें. और पर मैंने क्या वक्त बहुत गुजारा. सौदागर में पहुंचते हम I can afford to say that हम दोस्त बन चुके थे.
So nice.
From this complete fan moment, I will always remain his fan till the last day of my life, because that's what he commands. He has given so much to Indian cinema that you are nothing. If he allowed me to be his friend, it was his magnanimity. Then we started talking about तो एक दिन हम मनाली में शूटिंग कर रहे थे. कैसे उनकी जो विजुअल पावर कितनी पावरफुल है वो बताना चाहता हूँ. तो मनाली में शूटिंग कर रहे थे, 2-2:30 बज गए थे. मेरे को ना टाइम पे भूख लगती है. मेरे को 9:30 बजे नाश्ता करना होता है, 1:30 बजे मुझे लंच करना होता है. तो इवन इफ आई वाज शूटिंग गेटिंग haywire, I will quietly eat. तो 2:30 बज गए और हम we are shooting in a field और दिलीप साहब बैठे हैं और अभी टाइम है, तो दिलीप साहब ने बताना शुरू किया मुझे कि कैसे वो पेशावर में उनके फादर जो थे फल बेचते, कहते हमारा फलों का बिजनेस था. Now he started talking about food. कहते भी देखो हमारे यहाँ एक जैसे आपने सेब उठाया, उसको हाथ में पकड़ा आपने और सेब जो है पूरी तरह से बाकायदा जो है उनके शब्द, उनके वर्ड जो है वो शब्द जो है विजुअल इम्पैक्ट ले लेते हैं. बाकायदा आपने देखा एक पुख्ता सा सेब है और पुख्ता सा सेब देख के आपको लगा कि इसको खाऊं या इसको देखूं, तो ये बोल रहे हैं और मेरे अंदर एक म्यूजिक बज रहा होता था कि दिलीप साहब मुझसे बात कर रहे हैं, ये डायलॉग बोल रहे हैं, ये असली में बोल रहे हैं. आई स्टिल फील दैट it's magical. It's when I work with Mr. De Niro, it's magical to be able to sort of, that's a small town boy in me. I cannot take away the fact that I am an actor today because of these people. And when I get a chance to sit with them and they are putting their arm around me and saying, "Horki ale lale," and or Mr. De Niro saying, "How are you, my friend?" मेरे पास जब मेरे मोबाइल फोन में रॉबर्ट De Niro का मैसेज आता है ना, "Hi, how are you?" That's it. मैं कहता हूँ मेरा मोबाइल फोन कितना रिच है. तो दिलीप साहब बोल रहे पुख्ता है कितना, तुम देखो तुसी ऐदा एक बाइट लेता जूस चढ़ा हैगा ना तेरा अच्छे ला रहे, वेरी गुड अच्छे लग, और मैं देख रहा हूँ कि खा रहे, दूसरा बाइट लिया. दिलीप साहब मैंने कहा सर मुझे बहुत भूख लगी है, आप सेब खा रहे हो ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे वाकई एक सेब खा रहे हो. Now behind all this is the power of an actor. He is not showing you acting, but he is a complete person according to me. He is a complete person. So sometimes you learn from actors unknowingly.
True.
And then you emulate them. Then you try to be like them, and good, and in a good manner. So, so another incident, I was shooting with Dilip Saab in Mahabaleshwar. तो बारिश पड़ रही थी, तो हमने गुफा का सेट बनाया था, तो उसमें दिलीप साहब के साथ मैं और दिलीप साहब दोनों फंस गए थे बिकॉज बारिश पड़ रही थी और वो दिलीप साहब ने कहीं यहीं बैठते हैं, तो जस्ट द टू ऑफ अस एंड द होल यूनिट वाज समवेयर एल्स वर देयर फॉर 2 hours.
Wow.
So nice. Those are the two richest hours of my life. तो बहुत सारी बातें की. फिर मैंने उनसे कहा, मुझे वो भी किस्सा भूलता नहीं कि मैंने उनसे कहा कि दिलीप साहब मैं आपसे एक सवाल पूछूं, तो बोले भाई 2 घंटे से सवाल ही तो पूछ रहे हो.
So nice. That's so
that
wonderful.
is the day he told me about Paul Muni. That is the day about what makes him an actor. He said you have to understand that you need to listen to the other actor. Listening is important. Most of the actors don't listen. Because only when you listen in real life, you engage in a conversation when you are listening to each other. Right now you are talking to me, I am talking to you. We are having a conversation and it's real because of gauging it by you listening to me and I am listening to you. You see, वरना हमारे को डायलॉग मिलते हैं, हम डायलॉग बोलते हैं.
जी.
Why was your performance so electrifying in Tashkent Files? Because you were there and you were also going through that rigmarole of dealing with the situation.
Thank you, sir.
That's once in a while we come up with this time. If we remember those moments, then we try to do the similar kind of performance in rest of the films. हर एक्टर की लाइफ में हर फिल्म जो है वो कमाल की नहीं हो सकती. हर पेंटर की लाइफ में हर पेंटिंग कमाल की नहीं हो सकती. अगर जो कमाल की परफॉर्मेंसेस होती हैं उसमें से अगर हम चुरा लें चीजें, उसको आगे इस्तेमाल करें तो ऐसा हो सकता है.
बिल्कुल.
Yeah. So and then finally I think he saw. Yeah, you were very good. One of the reasons that I'm doing this thing with you is because of that performance. So you see, performance connects people.
True.
Actors. Performance connects actors. And we are talking about a genuine legend. That's why I get irritated when people start calling me thespian, legend, veteran. Just because somebody...
Sir, that is, you are so modest. You're really humble. Please, I think it's such an honor for me.
No,
You
no, no.
are a legend. Absolutely.
I think-
Absolutely.
पहली बात तो I will take another 30 years to become a legend because I want to work rigorously for 30 years. You understand? And so his whole persona, when Ram और Shyam में वो जो मारते हैं, वो जो मार खाते हैं, the body language of Dilip Saab when Mr.
Pran Saab is whipping him.
Pran Saab is
Yeah.
whipping him. His whole stance and his whole bechargi and his whole
You start rooting for Shyam. Like the moment you see Shyam, जिस scene में आप देखते हैं, you as an audience you feel ये कुछ करेगा. और जब वो
Yes.
actually प्राण साहब के character को मारता है, you feel yes, this is that you
Exactly.
feel that as an audience. Yeah.
You see, because अब जो मतलब with all due respect to all the actors of today's time, etc., there are so many paraphernalia which sort of add to the performance. या आपने स्लो मोशन में दिखाया आते समय और आप बैकग्राउंड में गा रहे हैं, स्लो मोशन में चल रहे हैं और स्लो में आप पावरफुल बन रहे हैं, स्लो मोशन वगैरह कुछ नहीं है, वो एंटर होते हैं और क्लोजअप में आपको सब कुछ नजर आता है. There is everything. So you are not piggybanking on the external forces around you.
Right.
This is what the magic of Dilip Saab was in Ram और Shyam and in Gopi and in Madhumati and in Didar and
Devdas and Mughal Azam.
Devdas. Yeah, Mughal. Oh my God, Mughal Azam. Amazing. और
Amazing
10 साल लगे Mughal Azam को बनने में. To
जी.
maintain of course about the makers and everybody, but to maintain a performance, to maintain the magic for 10 years means a lot.
Absolutely.
तो राम और श्याम में तालियां बजाने का दिल करता था जब आप श्याम को देखते थे और जब आप राम को देखते थे तो आपको तकलीफ होती.
जी. How wonderful. Sir, I have few questions for you and then we will take few questions from audience. Guys, if you want to ask anything to Anupam sir, comment के बगल में एक question mark का box है. Please ask some sensible questions that I'll take to sir. And if time permits, we'll take that up as well. अगर सर if suppose there's एक आज के टाइम पे अगर राम और श्याम बने, according to you, who will be the right actor to play Ram and Shyam? Who can play both Ram and Shyam?
It's a hypothetical question and I have to answer that. That's a separate issue, but it's like I don't think the way Dilip Saab portrayed it, unless because there's a reference point, na. Dilip Saab, I don't know who played his main role in Shivaji Ganeshan Ji. Who was the actor
in the Telugu version of it?
in the Telugu version?
I don't know, sir.
Don't know.
Forgive my.
So I think Dilip Saab made its own magic. So when
Yeah.
I'm sure Hema Ji did it, Sita Geeta, there was a reference point. When Sri Devi did it, there was a reference point. You know, so there was no reference point for Dilip Saab. But having said that, I think Ranbir Kapoor will be good for this kind of a role. Yeah.
Nice.
He has that vulnerability. I like him as an actor.
Lovely.
He has that vulnerability and the strength, a little strength also. Maybe if I have to give a name, otherwise it's difficult. It's like asking somebody, आज के actor सारांश का role कर सकता है, जो 28 साल का है और I'm saying it with little arrogance, but that is
Yes.
what great performance, a good performance.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
But maybe Ranbir
Ranveer Kapoor.
or any newcomer. I think why not? Why should we just sort of restrict it to anybody? But
And
from
I
the
think-
existing actors, yes.
And any Dilip Kumar film that you wish as an actor, काश ये एक role, this film I wish I had done. कोई ऐसी दिलीप कुमार साहब की फिल्म, कोई रोल.
तेते पांव पसारी है जेती लंबी सौ. You know, I don't think so. नहीं मतलब cut your what is it? Cut your something according to cloth.
अच्छा, okay.
उतनी imagine करिए. नहीं, I think I would like to do if I was you see हमारे यहाँ बांट देते हैं, हमारे यहाँ फिक्स कर देते हैं कि ये इसका है. I would like to do Ram और Shyam in a different manner.
Yeah, why not?
ये आजकल ये टूट गया बैरियर की मतलब you
बिल्कुल।
have to be a certain kind of a person, you have to be a certain we are in a realistic zone.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, exactly. Why am I giving other people's names?
Sure. Okay, so and I wanted to ask you so a little bit about Saransh. I wanted to know. You were 28 years old or 29 years old when you did Saransh, and you played a 65-year-old man. You're 65 now.
Hmm.
What were you thinking? I mean, of course, it's a great role. I love Saransh. I've seen it so many times, and every time I watch it, I learn something as an actor, as an audience, as a human. There are so many things जो मैं ले जाती हूँ उस film से. But to process that in your late 20s, of course, you had done theatre, and I read your interview that आपने जो कुछ plays की थी जहाँ पर you had played an older character as well. But you know, I want to correlate this question to another sub-question as well. Actors बॉम्बे में सिर्फ हीरो होते हैं. उन्हें अगर कोई भी किरदार जो ऑफ बीट लगे वो नहीं लेते हैं. They are not courageous enough to do it, to play somebody older, to experiment. What was your process? How did you even process this offer and actually take it up? It is so brave.
So I'm a drama school product. I'm a trained actor. Trained actors don't think like ordinary people. They are sure of what they are doing.
Wow.
तो मैं यहाँ एक्टर बनने आया था. मैं एक हिंदी फिल्म का हीरो बनने नहीं आया. और ये सर्वाइव मैंने 35-36 साल इसीलिए किए हैं because I was a trained actor and I made a choice of doing Saransh's role. I would have given my left arm to play that role. I came to Bombay to establish myself as an actor.
Right.
And that is what I am. That is why you are doing actor on actor, because I will see how you get exhausted in some time when you will need to. Exactly. Yeah. So this thought did not occur to me. In fact, I thought, what an amazing launching pad for an actor. And Mr. Bhatt narrated me the story idea. I thought, oh my God, this is magical. This will be fantastic. So never I thought that it's going to be difficult. In fact, जब मैंने थिएटर में ओल्डर पीपल के रोल किए थे, ओल्डर लोगों के, तो वो तो थिएटर में तो एक आपको लाइसेंस मिलता है कि आप एक बाल सफेद कर लेते हैं और ये ब्लैक कार्ड लिखते हैं कि मैं 65 साल का हूँ, तो ऑडियंस टेक्स इट फॉर ग्रांटेड दैट थिएटर गिव्स यू दैट लाइसेंस. बट इन सिनेमा you can't do that. So
Yeah.
I became the old man. I became the old person. But that is
It's so
only
consistent.
and that could only happen because of my 4 years of training and 3 years of misery on the streets of Bombay. I had to make it. There was no way out. And there was this role given to me. I put not only my training, but I put my misery, my lack of dignity during those struggling time, my sadness, my frustration of not getting any work into that. So, but I became that old man. I used to sleep in dhoti kurta. मैं धोती कुर्ता नहीं पहनता हूँ life में. I used to sleep. That stick is still with me in my office. So, but that's why apart from Stanislavski contribute, my acting school is called Actor Prepares, because that is the real preparation that I did. But this thought never came to my mind that I was 28 and I was playing a 65-year-old man. वो इनसिक्योर किस्म के एक्टर जिनको एक्टिंग आती है वो सोचते हैं, वो पूरा करियर उस तरह से निकालते हैं. मेरे को थोड़ा इस बारे में परेशानी कोई. That's why there was a whole myth of typecasting. I broke that. I was doing Karma, I was doing Ram Lakhan, I was doing I could do that because of the training, because of the whole understanding of world theatre, world cinema, etc. But this never came. बहुत सारे लोगों ने कहा तू बर्बाद हो जाएगा, एक बुड्ढे का रोल करे. सारांश के बुड्ढे का रोल है यार. In my life today, what I look as a 65-year-old man, I don't look like that even now, and I don't think I will look like that because now I think like a 28-year-old man.
So cool.
And there is so much to do, but it not only gave me the role of a lifetime, but it also gave me a philosophy of that old man. That you have to be courageous, you have to be honest, you have to be straightforward, and that if I become like B.B. Pradhan, that will be my biggest achievement. So it's a philosophy that is given to me, that film has given me. So I knew that this is my chance.
Lovely. Some time ago you said that, pure anger is one of those emotions that you lack as a human being. And it's something that you work on the most. अगर वैसे कोई किरदार होते हैं तो आप उस पे सबसे ज़्यादा prep करते हैं. You have done movies and characters across genres, like right from Khosla Ka Ghosla, which is a satire, to DDLJ, which was on the comical space, to a Wednesday, which is like hardcore, serious drama hap. What genres do you as an actor enjoy the most?
I, as a person, don't take myself seriously. Anybody who takes himself or herself seriously is the most comical person.
Okay.
I feel that journey is much more important than destination. I have enjoyed my most ridiculous roles also because that was part of my journey. I was doing something. I was every day getting out of my house, putting makeup and doing shooting. It took me a lot of time. After 15, 18 years, I realized that I need to take a pause and think what I've been doing. I used to work 10 days a week. That's why 515 movies in 36 years. When I told Woody Allen at that time I had done 480 films, he said, "How many films have you done?" I said, 480. He looked at me, he said, "In how many lives?" And I said, "I got my Woody Allen moment." He asked me a Woody Allen-ish question. I like human nature of the characters that I portray. The normal weaknesses. I think the most difficult thing for an actor is to play a normal, common man.